Mick's on the Isle of Dogs. Go ahead, Mick.
Morning, Nick. Morning, Sir Bernard.
Morning, Mick.
No, this is not a thing. I'm not going to run the police service down. I just want to know a couple of things. I mean, I've got no reason to like the police, but I would not do their jobs for the simple reason what you're just talking about, the stamp list. I don't see why a bloke's got to get up, go out, do his job, and wear one of them. But my point is this. I'm an old thief, old villain, whatever you want to call me. But I've been straight for 20 years. But when I moved up north, the attitude of the police up north is totally different to the Met.
In what way?
I got pulled a couple of times up there because of the work we was involved in. And as soon as they heard the voice from London, when they used to, I don't know if they still do it, but they CRO you. And when my record come back, I mean, they was a little bit funny, but they was friendly. They didn't try and make you out that you were still doing what you done years ago.
And what happens in the Met, briefly, Mick?
I was driving along with a fella. He got stopped. As soon as they CRO'd me, they went, "Are you standing next to him?" Blah, blah, blah. He's extremely violent. This, that and the other. None to use firearms. And the old attitude of the officers who pulled us changed.
And one of you had used firearms in the past, just to make this clear?
This was 30 odd years ago.
OK, but you had used firearms. Sir Bernard?
Well, I understand what you're saying, Mick. I mean, it's difficult to draw conclusions from one or two experiences. I mean, my experience, having worked in the north and been from the north and being in the south, I think broadly officers try and be similar in both areas. There's no doubt if you get information that somebody's got previous convictions, it modifies your attitude. You're more suspicious, to be honest. Even then, though, I would expect people, whether somebody's got a criminal background or not, to be treated reasonably and professionally. I don't expect people to be arrogant or anything.
It was just
but you can put them on guard in a way that is what you have experienced, I suspect.
But Bernard, if you'd used a gun, you can hardly be surprised that coppers are going to be a little bit wary of you.
Yeah, I know that, Nick. We spoke about this years ago.
Did we? Yes. Are you the one who went into banks with guns a lot?
Yes.
Well, I
Mick,
remember...
Mick, I have to say that I think in the north you were pretty generous, actually.
Yeah, but, I mean, that was a long while ago. I mean, I've been straight. I know it's a stigma you'll never get rid of.
Yeah.
It was just the attitude of the officers, especially in Staffordshire. And they went, Cockney accent, this, that and the other, blah, blah, blah. But when it come back on the radio, what I've been done for...
Yeah, using guns.
They did change a little, but they were still friendly.
I mean, I agree with you, Mick. I think regardless of someone's past, we ought to try and treat people reasonably professionally. Yes. But I can understand, I think we all probably, I think you're saying you can understand, that there's an initial reaction when you find out somebody's got a significant criminal past and you are trying to work out, I don't know the reason you were stopped, but you put on guard is my only point. But even then, I'd expect you to be treated reasonably.